We're back.
Dear President Vladimir Putin, I'm so sorry I was not your John's enthusiast homie. War Gang, we are joined by the oligarch of the outlets, Lawrence Schlossman, and myself, the Don Dada of my desert, my dune, James Harris. Welcome to the weekly Running the Boys with a full
edition.
episode only available on patreon.com/throwingfits in a week full of cataclysmic disaster, misinformation across the board, and the old order falling apart at the seams, by which I mean me taking my steady hands off the wheel, leaving Lawrence in charge of throwing fits, and everyone going to shit. Everything going to shit, and everyone going to shit. Lawrence, how you doing?
Good.
I mean, happy I'm back?
T's and P's to all the homies in Ukraine, all the Throw Gang in Ukraine.
Your fucking...
all the family that Throw Gang has in Ukraine.
Your iceberg watch at the helm of the Titanic is over. Your watch has ended. I'm back, baby.
Do we have fans in the Ukraine? We should have checked the demo. I bet you
probably
do.
Yeah, I think so.
Crazy.
Stay strong, I guess. Before we...
Were you saying, like, could we survive in war? What did you ask me when I was trying to take a piss?
Who would survive longer in war?
Neither of us.
You would just die instantly?
Both of us are anti-guns, which is
Have
a
you ever
hurdle.
You shot a gun, though,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
But that's a hurdle you need to get over if you're going to be fighting with an insurgency.
I think it's more. It's less about being good at guns and more about like being good at like hiding or like dodging.
Bro,
if you could dodge a bullet,
I spend the majority of my time locked away in a bedroom consuming cinema. I am very good at hiding.
Cinema calls it.
I'm very good at hiding.
I actually had a good idea for new shorts coming soon. Shorts. I had a good idea for shorts promo that actually kind of is like war-y.
Bro, come on, man. We're not going to exploit a geopolitical crisis.
No, we go
to sell shorts.
No, we go paintballing.
Though I will say, I don't think anyone expects us to offer any political takes. You know, I think
check Twitter.
We're escape artists. We're here for escapism.
Yeah,
so that you can avoid the real problems. And you know, at the end of the day, guess what? Rent's still due on the first, dog. Let's not lose sight of that. Life is not awesome, regardless.
War bad. Everything's bad. Before we get into Ryan Gosling ruining men's fashion, unplugging from the Yay Matrix, and shopping being great again, let's get into a fit check, Larry.
Okay, why don't you start us off, dude?
Outside, I was wearing Birks.
A piece of footwear that is not good if you're in war. You don't want to clog. You need to put the Crocs in all-terrain mode.
Steel-toed Bostons, though?
Those don't exist.
Not yet.
Maybe your boys at the Our Legacy workshop could fucking throw some steel plates in the front of those bad boys.
Yeah, Hank, stop doodling on the Birks and throw some.
We need some tanks on the feet.
Illegal Civ socks, Hayato Today pants, big things.
Yo, you know what I just realized? Speaking of illegal Civ, Angus Cloud, is that the guy?
Yeah,
he's in
North Hollywood.
Yeah.
He
just plays the same guy in every movie himself.
He just plays like he's a white hip hop white, as Sage Elsesser called him.
Right, sure. He's hip hop white.
He doesn't really do much in North Hollywood except be like the loser. I mean, he's like Sage, but he's kind of like the hometown hero. Yeah, but he's like also the guy that's very content, like doesn't and just hangs around, bums around town.
And in Euphoria, he's more of like an
entrepreneur,
a gangster, a hustlepreneur.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the Gary Vee of Euphoria.
Okay, so illegal Civ socks.
Yeah, Hayato Today, double knees, the Cheska caning on the fucking shins and kneecaps, the Arlegace workshop, the new shit.
Yeah, you got a little pack.
I got the work socks, I know, and two tees. Not full flow. So I'm on perma discount team.
Oh, I hate that.
Really?
No,
I kind of prefer that because with flow...
No offense to our friends at Arlegace, but...
You fucking are shameless in your thirst.
Yeah.
For flow. And
I'm 1 for 2 this week.
The thing with that is that you can't always choose what you get, right?
I think it depends. It depends on the situation.
A lot of times you can, but a lot of times it's not really up to you. And they're just like, "Yo, I want to throw you some shit." All right, great.
Well, that's always a big risk when the plug is just like, "What are your sizes?" And they're like, they ask for tops, bottoms, maybe even footwear. Sometimes some of that shit is a misdirection. Like, so I'm gonna get like with the Jown shit. I think I'm getting shoes, and I get a tasteful hoodie
with perma discount. You can at least choose what you want, and also like you don't have to wait around.
How big is the perma discount?
We're not gonna. It's just like,
okay.
You love exposing my personal information on this podcast.
Whoa,
that is a line too far.
Wait, hold on. Let me ask you just how about this? Over, under 50%.
Under.
Okay, so
enough
that's,
though. I mean, this is like
better than nothing for sure. I'm not trying to like out here.
And guess what? I still get to support my favorite brands, whereas you're just fucking siphoning them like the fucking like the guys on planet Arrakis.
All the clones will agree.
My desert.
I'm a walking billboard, dude. I am free
of whatever you get for free. Yeah,
I am part of so many brands' marketing budget.
A balding white man, just the exact demographic you want advertising your brand.
Tastefully balding.
Oh, and a fur sack. Speaking of great brand names, fur sack, leather jacket, and that's it. Oh, and Sun Buddy sunglasses. Always forget the sunglasses.
And boxers.
And Hanes boxers.
Did you see Dominic Fike saying boxers are back?
I sent that on the group chat saying Gen Z Jimmy once again on the right side of history.
What did he say? They're like the sundress for men.
Exactly.
Is that an endorsement? I mean, I know he thinks it's an endorsement, but is that as a boxer, as the face of boxers?
Yes.
Is that the kind of stance that you want this guy to take?
Speaking of the homies at the Stock Homies, it's myself, it's Yoakum, it's Tony Soprano, it's Reynolds Woodcock, and now it's Dominic Fike.
Yeah,
Dominic Fike.
He's also on Euphoria, right?
Yes, bro.
What is his music? Is he a rapper? He has face tats, so I just assume. I just go right to rapper.
He's like a singer that like says he's a rapper. You know, like Drake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he's a singer.
Is
it's
he good?
It's like Kevin Abstract, like it's like the Frank Ocean family.
Okay.
I think. I don't fucking know.
Ambient Euphoria music. Really?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if that's a genre.
Fit check complete.
Okay. I wore camion boots to the crib. I am
drinking a Diet Coke.
Speaking of
and Green Point's finest.
Yeah. I am wearing NA socks. I have on Bottega raw denim jeans.
Wow. Yeah, thank you for putting the blanket down.
Yeah, of course. I'm always respectful.
couch.
Shoes off, blanket down.
Yeah, but you do put your tote bag on the couch, which is kind of disgusting because I see you rubbing that shit on the subway floor. I never mention anything. I always discreetly put it on the ground, and then you pick it up and put it back on the
classy.
couch.
That's a classy move. Well, I mean, now you're kind of, speaking of airing out my dirty laundry.
Literally.
Looks like the Burke is on the other foot, my G.
I want to go to war with you so bad.
I am wearing a Screwface Heat bootleg tee, which I would say is the #1 Heat bootleg tee. But now that I've seen the great ass tribute rap tee, which who makes? I need that.
Know.
I've seen it go viral like I feel
3
like
times
twice now, but I don't know. There's no link to buy. I don't know the brand. So if you or anyone knows where I can acquire one of those,
an XL or
great ass. Shout out Screw though, the hardest out. I wore a no maintenance Cookie Monster cardigan. I actually wanted to put it on the back of the chair.
Oh,
but whatever, it's over there.
Oh,
it's in the fit pick.
The Mark Booty ass strip.
Yeah, exactly. And then
a good booty ass strip.
And then so shout out no maintenance. And then I had my CP Barber, and then I'm wearing a white rodeo hat up top. The rollie is on the wrist. My beautiful marriage is intact, so the wedding ring is on the finger, and I am wearing Real Tree Camo Supreme Hanes boxer briefs.
Wow.
And I'm also drinking a DC. Like a Galvon.
Ugh, trash. This is swill. It's just
but honestly,
a waste of moisture.
Freddy's doesn't have. They do not stock Diet Pepsi anymore. So I'm gonna have
There's other delis between.
I'm gonna change my route up. This was now this is now third time's a charm because you're always like, oh, like fucking think about me, have some fucking class, get me a DP from another bodega, and I've been resistant to that because I hate change.
It's fine.
But I'm gonna three times. That's a bit.
Yeah, and also
you're already so unhappy to see me. Like I believe today when I knocked on the door, the first words out of your mouth were "Go away." So the least I could do is show up with your drink of choice.
I'm in the midst of a wonderful little 2-week vacay.
Honeymoon.
Yeah, little staycay honeymoon, which is always nice. And yeah, this is I'm at the tail end right now.
Yeah.
And seeing you and like you texting me is just a fucking
it reminds
crash back to reality.
Oop! There goes gravity. Wait, what were you said you wanted to share with myself and the audience at home G's first impressions of me? Why don't we do that right now?
Okay, well I did have that at the end here, but
so we should explain on last week's Boys Only. We sat down and we potted, and I publicly complained about not meeting her as soon as I came through.
Yeah, because she was like doing her own thing.
Right, she was getting ready or whatever.
All right, my girlfriend's first impressions.
But we met. We had a quick little conversation afterwards. I thought it was cordial and sweet.
She said that.
And hopefully you don't say anything too mean because I have to see her again.
No. She said, well, now I'm trying to remember them. Damn, I wish I'd gotten her. I wish I'd
you were like, it seemed like a big kind of reveal, but you don't even remember.
Chef, keep this in front of the paywall. She wanted to, she was like, Lawrence seems very nice, but I want to get to know the real Lawrence. Like he seems like a fun time. We should go out partying. And I was like, yo, like if you go out with Lawrence partying, like it's gonna be like a 6 a.m.er. Sure. And she's like, that's fine. What's wrong with that? And like because we actually had one of those the day before.
Yes.
We potted last.
You did.
We both did. Yeah.
You
not
guys
you.
did. Yeah.
And she was like, he seems very nice. He really likes you.
I mean, yeah, we're friends.
And she was like, you should be nicer to him.
Yo, 1,000%. At least you did ask when you made your request for beverages today, you did say please.
I did.
Which, again, we established last week you had kind of...
I think she said
you forgot about your pleasantries for a bit there.
Not to get all negative for a second, but I think she was like, what was he wearing? A little bit like befuddled at your fit.
Well, you two are made for each other, I
and
guess.
Yeah, she just was like, he seems like a fun time.
I am a fun time. I like to say that on record.
Oh, and that he's really loud.
Also true. And I would also like to say, I agree with her. I think you should be nicer.
And and she was like, I want to go out with him and his wife.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Maybe next time. Next time she's in town.
Yeah,
because she's leaving tomorrow, right?
Next time Jenna comes out.
I will say also in this, you being nicer, a lot of just random strays I feel like have been coming my way. For example, we were I'm trying to think of what I want to say. We were giving references for somebody.
Yes.
And we were relaying how well those how well our references went and how good of a job we did just, championing a young, not POC.
No, a young white.
a young white. And then you immediately used it as an opportunity to take a shot at
a POW, a person of white.
Yeah, you use it as just an unprovoked attack.
It was in a reversal of how it normally is. I probably echoed everything Lawrence had to say about you, plus
versus me, parroting you.
Well, less so now. But for example, this big things coming project we have going on.
Okay,
right?
go on.
It's like I'll always reach. I know that you don't check your email because you don't have email on your phone
by design.
So I'll take a screenshot of the email, text it to you. Be like, here are my thoughts.
And to be clear, I have email on my phone. I do not have TF email on my phone.
No, but you don't check your email because you have like 14,000 unread emails, which is a weird point of pride, so that when you get a new email, you have no idea.
59,289 unread.
Like, why? Just mark them all as
No,
read.
I know. And that was actually, Jenna, for a second there, she was like, that's what I want to be my Valentine's Day gift. She's like, I want to, because it bothers her so much. She's like, let me archive all of this, almost these 60,000 emails, but it never happened.
You know what I realized? I wish you watched Love is Blind because you are the Shane to her Natalie. You are...
Shane is what, a cool, hot guy?
No, he's like a loud white dude with terrible swag. He wears butt wipe tees. And his shirt sleeves like go to like here.
Does he have good muscles?
He has receding eyelids. Like his eyes are like,
wait.
He sounds like Adam Pally from Happy Endings because he's like a Chicago guy. And he has like terrible fucking... You don't look like him.
Okay, thank you.
Well, bearded white guy with like questionable hair.
Makeup for men.
He has receding gums. He has receding eyelids, and he's receding shirt sleeves. And he's just like, oh, like I'm a big dumb puppy goofball.
He sounds like he's just putting himself out there. I respect that.
You are also the Kyle to Jenna's Amanda.
So that, and we touched on this briefly. This season has been really a rough watch for us because that with every episode, it's becoming more and more clear that yes, that is the case. And wow, dude, someone I just, despite coming on a previous podcast endeavor that shall not be named, that is not someone that I want to be looped in with by any fucking stretch of the imagination. Yeah. So those were the first impressions. I think those are all fair.
Yeah, pretty good first impressions. Oh, fuck. What was it? What were we just talking about, though? Whatever.
That was just the first thing I wanted to.
The straight shot. No, because when we're when we're on, I'll be like, "Yo, here are my thoughts. Do you agree? Disagree? What are your thoughts? Okay, well, let's compile our feedback, give it back, and then I'll be like, all right, cool, we're good to go. We are good to go. Right? Is like the response to like this step, this domino that has to fall.
Yeah,
and then you'll come in over the top. She's like, "Yeah, green light, run it."
I'm the cootie to your Kanye, dude.
Sure.
Our emails, yeah. But I feel
like on a meeting, I'll be like, well, like the feedback is this, and then you'll just like parrot it, and I'll be like, okay, you're wasting everyone's time. We've already kind of like said this. Like,
first of all,
I want to get off the phone.
First of all, to be clear, emails waste everybody's time to begin with. Sure. So we're already playing with fucking house money there. No, for this big project, which I cannot wait for the world to see.
It's really taking shape.
I think you and I are basically on the same page with most of the stuff because, like, as much as you make fun of what I wear, and as much as we might think that we have aesthetic disagreements, we're actually much more aligned than I think anyone would believe.
Yeah,
so it's easy. It's easy to just agree. I'm the best.
Agree to agree.
I truly am the best partner that anyone could ever ask for, whether it's you or Jenna, my friends.
You're just the fucking dog and up. It has been a week of in disarray though. It's been a week of bricks.
Yeah, right? To varying degrees.
I guess we weren't explicit when I went on this like both like staycay and vacay out to my dune.
That's
which
what
I
you're
rewatched, by the way.
That's what you're referencing. I mean, the best. I didn't know what you were referencing.
Desert Power.
I knew what you were referencing, but I didn't know why. But it's because you were cosplaying out your little Dune fantasy in
My desert.
Where were you? Palm Springs.
My Arrakis.
Yeah. You were in Arrakis.
My Dune.
Arrakis, California.
No, I was in India, which was fucking methed out as fuck. But we'll get to
is that where Coachella is?
Yes. It's on the Coachella or the Indio Polo Grounds.
Got it.
But then
there's people play polo there.
Yeah, it's like a pretty Indian Wells is a pretty big tennis center. There's
Native American Wells.
There's a big tournament there.
Okay,
right? We're
sure.
Federer and Nadal and Novak's broke a bitch, which I guess he's probably allowed to play there. Anyway, no, I took my fucking hands off the wheel. I never explicitly was all right, Lawrence, you're in charge. The adults are gonna go over here now.
But nothing huge was in motion. It was just this. It was really
exactly. Thank God.
It was more of just standard operating procedure that I guess I do agree with you to some points here where it's things do seem to go more smoothly when you're tapped in versus completely off the grid and tapped out like you were. But I don't think anything was a disaster. Why don't you run us through?
Right.
This is the first I'm hearing of this laundry list.
Discord, absolute shambles, right?
That has nothing to do.
You should have been there. You should have been there.
What do you mean? In the chat when what are you talking about? Mark getting killed?
Yeah, he got his booty ate.
That would actually be a good thing.
Getting his ass ate?
Yeah, it's that's what are you king shaming? That's a good thing.
One of us should have been there.
He should have been getting his ass ate. I feel like he was more getting turned out.
Yeah, he's getting his ass reamed.
Yeah.
The episode didn't go up Thursday. No, the following Tuesday. Sage
That's a chef thing, not me. I wrote
there's
my
always-
title.
there's always
I
a
wrote my
Monday-
description.
There's always a Monday check-in, which I have a weekly Siri reminder.
Here we go.
Noon, Monday.
Is this going to be an
Ask everyone if they need
Is this going to be an arguing ep?
No, not at all. We almost lost a big liquor bag because
Okay,
he didn't
well-
respond on email.
I mean, you sent
to an email.
When you send me so continuing with the email line
So
of
if I'm on
questioning.
vacation, I'm like, yo, we got this email. The assumption is that I will then
No.
email back.
Well, first of all, I'm not even seeing this email until you send me a screenshot of said email over text, so that I could kind of weigh in and maybe help formulate a budget.
That was fine.
So I just assumed that you were handling that. Also, losing it is very different than someone having to just send the follow up. If you have a fake email job, your whole job is sending follow up. So I don't think I don't think it was that big of a deal that this person's had to circle back about a liquor sponsorship. Which, by the way, fingers fucking crossed, man.
Yeah. There's a whole clip approval process that I was not a part of because I didn't have great service or I was flying.
Okay, this one I kind
You
of
approved some clips, and we are now consequently getting dragged on TikTok.
Yeah, I guess we're kind of in this weird gray area where with some of this content that you people pay your hard-earned money for, when it is taken out of context and kind of jazzed up in a sizzling way, we don't always maybe look the best. So sometimes we're okay, we're maybe too cool on IG for this. But then with TikTok, the strategy is let everything fly. But it seems that we might be too old on the flip side for TikTok.
Top comment with 149 likes. The kids from the Is Streetwear Dead couch grew up.
Damn.
Here we go. From 18 likes only, but 2 replies. Supreme is dead when middle-aged white dudes make a podcast saying it's back. Then one of them says, someone
honestly,
says, hey, one of them's Asian. I'm going to like that.
Oh, nice.
Right now.
Yeah, I was going to say, check your privilege. Don't what's the racial version of misgendering someone?
Misrace someone?
Racializing them. Yeah, so fuck that guy. Enjoy your 18 comments, you fucking racist.
And then not really part of the podcast per se, but kind of because everything's content. Anytime you and I engage with the fucking zeitgeist with each other, it's fucking content. There was a shopping snafu where I texted you I think at 4 a.m. on Thursday when I was flying out. I was like, yo, can you proxy? Can you let me know what the price is? I think I'll have Wi-Fi, and just proxy it for me.
No good deed goes unpunished.
The Supreme embossed croc, fake leather with the
It's
debossed logo,
It's
but
faux.
there is a logo, faux leather jacket.
Mm-hmm. Can I give my side?
Please buy this for me. I didn't give you a size, which my bad on that.
And you didn't even give me the green light. All I got was I woke up to a text from you because I guess your flight was very early, so the text might have. I think you texted me 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the text. I don't know if you even said please. I could go back and look, but it's better to pretend that you didn't say please. You were just yo, text me the price. I might need you to proxy this. Okay, so it's drop day. I fucking log on at a fucking 11 a.m. sharp because I'm a fucking good friend. I put the fucking basket together. My pants, the same pants, the other half of that fit in my size, and then the jacket, I just went with medium.
Could you please text me price of that jacket and potentially proxy for me?
Okay, and then what did I text you?
Bet.
Okay, and
4 hours later, bet. And then at 11:02, 288. Want a medium? I caught for you just to be safe because I'm a good friend.
Yes. Okay. Now,
Thank you. Thumbs up.
Now, unfortunately,
Screenshot of an email.
Oh wait, I texted you the.
No, I texted you.
Oh, okay. Because the issue that I had after the purchase was made, this was like we're talking about like all in $500 and something odd dollars.
You bought the matching pants.
Yeah, for me in my size, and then the jacket in your size. So my bank was charged, and I'm sitting around
overdraft fee.
No, sitting around waiting for the confirmation email from Supreme. It never comes.
Is this what happens? I've never bought Supreme.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
So, and they're not usually that quick on the draw in terms of like
it's got to be automated.
Yeah, okay, sure. Anyway, I'm waiting. So I texted you. I was like, yo, because I think you then followed up with me like, yo, how much do I owe you, right? You were trying to pay me back.
Yes.
And I said
expeditiously because I know you need it.
It was not expeditiously. This is like fucking 4 days later.
Yeah, when I came out
expeditiously would have been when you landed and I was like, no, let's just wait.
When I finally sobered up 4, 5, 6 days later off the fucking spice.
When the Molly finally wore off.
No, when the spice visions, took a back seat.
Anyway, so I was charged by Supreme. Never got the confirmation email. So I hit their customer service just the other day.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, hey guys, my bank was charged. My card was charged.
Hey, this is Lawrence Schlossman. You may have seen me arguing about Supreme on TikTok.
You might have seen me say you were cool again. No, so then I hit them up, and
how's that medium fit?
And then they were like, all right, no worries. Like, what was the name of the card holder? What's the bank? What's the transaction amount?
Do you think you're blackballed from Supreme?
Well, so here's the thing, right? So I go, okay, sure, let me get that information. Then now charge gone, disappeared from my bank account. So I don't know what happened in the 2 minutes while I was waiting for you to text me back before I just pulled the trigger. Maybe they like sold me some stuff that was already gone. There were Phantom Johns that had sold out. Even though those things, because they were good, they sat there a little bit. I don't know what happened, but now neither of us are getting anything, and this is bad. This is bad for two reasons. One is that now it just makes me look like I'm a fucking broke boy, which you're always criticizing me for, which is not true.
I think your bank was like, this seems like some suspicious activity. This man's buying clothes.
But then why let it rock for like...
The other thing is that Supreme was like, wait, what person is shaped with a... Can I say your waist size?
34.
36 size waist.
Oh my
and
God.
A fucking medium top.
Fucking dickhead. I'm a 34.
This is some sort of bot behavior.
Honestly, I'm probably on the right side of 33, if I'm being totally clear.
You go to the gym.
Well, I went for 2 weeks.
A month ago.
I went
for 2 weeks.
I went for 2 weeks. Well, this is my method. You go to the gym for 2 weeks. You take a month off.
Okay.
Then you do 2 weeks. And right now I'm in day 4 of phase 2
of the gym.
And then in 10 days from now or so, I'll take another month off. Anyway,
it's just crazy that like the simplest thing that thousands upon thousands of young people.
Well, that's why I'm so frustrated.
Done, it's like we can't fucking like the one time. When was the last time you bought Supreme?
Oh, actually, look,
it was the first time.
It was April. I bought the South 2 West 8 T-shirt.
Oh, that's right.
And there was no issue with that. Maybe because that was only like $50 or whatever. But I don't know what happened.
Maybe they those Sage Elsester podcast.
Maybe. But what's crazy to me is that the
money.
money.
Are they talking about James Jebbia kickflipping again?
It's crazy to me that the money would be out of my account for like, I don't know, 5 business days, and then suddenly the transaction is just avoided or whatever.
Well, you don't have to default on your home anymore.
The most pathetic. Oh, and then the second thing that bums me out is I just wanted the pants. You having me proxy for you kind of pushed me. It was actually like kind of what a great John's friend will do is you kind of nudged me.
Do a flip.
In the right direction. So whether that's angel or devil on the shoulder, that's neither here nor there. You can speculate for yourselves at home. But I was like, okay, cool. I'm buying him the jacket anyway. Let me get the pants. I got the bread. Let me do a little bit of shopping for, look out for number 1. So now I don't have the pants. I look bad in front of you. And again, no good deed goes unpunished. And yeah. And then I have these pathetic. Then when Supreme hits me back,
what do they
requesting this information, because it was just like felt automated. Then I just literally go, sorry guys. Well, now I can't even find the transaction. So I just looked like I was scamming, trying to get free Supreme, like fucking bozo mode.
I think you're blackballed.
I don't know, dude, but I couldn't. Literally, it was not letting me get it.
You're shadow banned from SupremeNewYork.com.
But I did follow up, being like, I don't know if this is on my bank's end or your end. Like I'm just trying to get to the bottom of it, and then it's like, okay, now this conversation is over. I'm not going to hear back.
Yo, do you think being a Supreme customer service representative is possibly top 10 worst jobs in the world?
Probably. I mean, no, because there's definitely way worse.
Well, yeah, like Ukrainian like soldier, civilian soldier, I guess. But like,
sure, really a soldier anywhere, I would say, is the worst job.
Okay, but in terms of like the world we occupy,
they actually
got to be up there.
It's funny. I've had a few. This is not my first interaction with Supreme's customer service. There's always been really helpful because the whole thing used to be too.
Why do you have so many issues with Supreme?
Well, there was an issue, or there's still a thing where I don't think they let you, if your shipping address and billing address do not match, they won't sell you anything. So I had an issue with something like that before that they corrected.
It's got to be like
and
Supreme,
I don't think it's automated. I think it's real people, right?
Supreme customer service rep.
Sneaker saran wrapper.
Sneaker saran wrapper at Stadium Goods. Like
or Flight Club, or really any sneaker store.
The person at Kith who has to like open up each box of cereal individually and like pour it into like the big containers.
Yeah, the cereal chauffeur.
Yeah, exactly. Whoever has to do like the pedicurist of like the Ame Leon Door lookbooks when they have to shave down Nona's fucking toenails to fit in the 550s. And Sima Babushka, right? That's got to be top 10 worst jobs.
Oh, speaking of which, I have to thank you. We're recording a little bit earlier today because I have a haircut appointment because I got to look fresh for my ALD Friends and Family shoot. And
very cool.
And I appreciate you, acquiescing and making the sacrifice of letting me come through. When I came in, you looked, after you tried to get me to leave immediately, you looked like I don't feel like you've showered today.
I have.
You have? You kind of looked a little fucked up when I came in.
I was napping. I mean, I've been in fucking Arrakis for a minute now.
An early afternoon nap.
Yeah, but no. Okay, going back to
anyway, I was trying to be nice and thank you,
bullshit.
while also letting people know, oh baby, the 4-peat is coming, and I'm gonna look good as fuck.
Yeah. Wow. Very. Never mind. I'm not even gonna say it. Do you count the one that we did together as part of the 4?
Of course, 100%. Why wouldn't I?
I don't think you should.
Why? Oh, because you laying down with your face not even in the photo somehow.
Was my bussy popping?
Yeah, somehow doesn't count. I mean, that was mainly me.
No, I think this is a 3-peat.
Okay,
you know what? Good for you.
Well, I already called it my last one.
Are you going to wear a beret?
A 3-peat. No.
Please wear a
Yo,
beret.
you kind of called your own shot. I'm a little bummed about that.
Why?
Because I don't want you to have correct takes. At the expense of my squad. But I will say, though, I don't think there's any script.
Wear the beret.
No. Fuck no. First of all, you know me. I have a small head. I don't think the beret on me would look like a goddamn flapjack.
Like a bucket hat.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. I don't know what I think I'm going to go tailoring. I have a little preview for the Best Friends Behind the Paywall. I think you guys might see me in a tasty seersucker double-breasted. We'll see. But here's the thing. This is embarrassing, but I'm going through the lookbook, and instead of being like, yo, my fucking family killed it, I'm just like, what am I going to wear? What am I going to look good in? I was thinking about it that way.
This is pretty standard operating procedure for yourself.
Kobe. Damn, you fucking
I went
that
lefty.
harder than Putin, dude.
I went lefty. Worse than Kobe's helicopter pilot. Speaking of you bricking Supreme, you're back on your shopping bullshit.
Not really. Kind of.
So, when I was having trip of a lifetime out in the desert,
what it was?
just fucking harvesting some spice, fucking learning about the Freeman people.
The Fremen.
The Freeman.
Have some fucking respect, dude.
Getting all blue-eyed.
They're
and shit.
oppressed. They're an oppressed POC planet.
There was a moment where I was like, wow, Lawrence is really going hammer on... No. You weren't. Lawrence is going really hammer on IG stories on his like basic bitch bullshit where it's like food with a location tag, like a fucking filter with like a funny little mustache.
Oh, yeah, I
right?
forgot about that.
And I was like, whoa, he's like really... I think he has FOMO of my awesome trip where you're like, I'm having fun too. Just overcompensating for your fucking...
I was invited. By the way, I was invited on this trip.
You guys were invited. You and Jenna.
And
you said no. And it's honestly better that you didn't.
I don't think that Jenna would enjoy a Molly-themed vacation to the desert, to be honest. That's just kind of the way I thought about it.
Her desert.
Or shroom. Though I guess she's... I think she's on board with eventually... Because she's never, I think, even tried shrooms.
There were... Like, we went on hikes. Okay, we'll get to that. And then
wait, so you really thought I had FOMO and was overcompensating?
I thought you were overcompensating because I was like putting up fucking fire IG stories and you were just like fucking twiddling your dick and watching, I don't know, like Drive My Car or whatever.
which you should watch it.
Really? Oh, because I'm Japanese?
Yes, exactly. No, because you're a Saab lover. Yeah, obviously, because you're Japanese.
Super whoa.
Have you ever read the Murakami collection of short stories?
I don't like Murakami. But it turns out that you were on a day trip to the fucking shopping outlets.
Yeah, we went.
Not Woodbury Commons. What are the new ones?
No, they're the Woodbury Commons premium outlets. They've basically.
Oh, and you asked me if I've ever been there? What? I thought you made it sound like it was some new shit.
No, well, Woodbury Commons has gone through a couple phases, and the most recent kind of facelift, which really kind of speaks to how the fucking fashion luxury game is changing. It's like a full LVMH Kering kind of, Thunderdome. There's Balenciaga. Actually, you know what? Honestly, here, I wrote, because when Jen and I were going, right, there was like so many stores.
Wow, you actually did some fucking planning?
Yeah. Hold on. Let me read just all the stores here. There is Arc'teryx, Armani, Asics, Balenciaga, Bottega.
How was the Armani outlet?
I went in. It was embarrassing. It's so bad. I mean, Armani is terrible. I don't know what I was expecting. There's Celine, Dior, Dunhill, Fendi, Gucci, Loewe, Marni, Polo, Prada, Saint Laurent, Stone Island. There is a lot of shit. But much like Pusha T's coupe, the shit is hit or miss, dude. The roof on the coupe, it's hit or miss. That's what I meant to say. Fuck.
Ever since
whack.
Damn. Ever since Shiv, don't.
The roof's hit or miss.
Ever since they closed the Ralph home, that was always the best.
Yeah.
Then that was probably 2 iterations ago.
There's a Le Creuset.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you get any of that?
No. We walked in for 1 second and we're like, this is overwhelming. Yo, so all right,
you could have gotten some fucking French onion soup things.
Wait, so I have so many of those. To be clear, so you've been to Woodbury Commons.
Yeah.
You just haven't been to. I hadn't been to this new version that is.
I don't know when they unveiled it. I feel like
high end.
I feel like I stopped there.
It's not like a new thing. They just added better stores.
I feel like I stopped there somewhat recently just because it was like the best food option on the way back from like a trip upstate.
The best food option. I guess there's like a Shake Shack there.
No, there was some good. What the fuck was it? I don't even know. It's like
the place that we ate at. Apparently,
good food quickly.
Noah Johnson hit me up. He's like, I literally just had dinner. He hit me up that night. He's like, we had dinner here today. That apparently, and I forget the fucking. It's like a farm, right? It's like there's a
Stonehill.
Nah, I forget what it's called. No, it's not Stonehill. It's not that level.
Credit card would decline that real quick.
But he was saying that's like the best food in the area. But that was
the outlets.
No, well, yeah. I don't. Where does he live? I don't know where he lives. He lives in New York State somewhere. Yeah. No, so I would say that of all of the places that I named, the Arc'teryx place the Arc'teryx store was incredible. I didn't buy anything, but that was like
in terms of what? In terms of like offering or in terms of price breaks?
Well, basically for the most part, right? You have two types of stores there, regardless of the name that's on the front. You have outlets from brands where like they're making clothes specifically to like go to the outlet for the fucking monsters and goblins and gremlins that fucking overrun this place. Or you have the brands that like, listen, there might not be the deepest selection, but there's like good shit like these fucking jeans. They're half off. They're like carpenter jeans, but like,
Why'd you buy them? Just because they're half off?
Well, sure.
It was so funny. Like we sent the duo fit pic to the Throwing Fits chat, and Rylan was like, wait. So you're telling me after all this vintage 501's fucking knob slobbing,
I'm allowed to have multiple pairs of jeans.
You're going to fucking come back and do some raw denim shit? I was like, are you remotely surprised that Lawrence is flip-flopping on like whatever he claims is like his lifelong obsession?
Okay, that's a fair criticism.
I said, are you shocked? Not shocked that he caught Bottega, but that it's raw denim from Bottega.
Well,
which is also weird that
they're not Japanese selvage Momotaro jeans. They're
good brand, but also like Momotaro, which is where James the Giant Peach comes from.
The town? That's a town?
No, Momotaro means like peach boy, which is what they call me in Japan.
Oh, because of the booty?
No, it's an ancient story where it's like a boy born in a peach was in a peach.
Okay. James and the Giant Peach.
Momo means peach.
Roald Dahl, famous anti-Semite.
Yes, or was that Dr. Seuss? No, he was anti-Asian and anti-Semitic.
All these guys were bad dudes.
Yeah.
Wait, was Shel Silverstein a bad dude?
No, he fucked and he did drugs.
So he rocks.
Yeah, he was cool.
He's a cool Jew. He's Jewish, I'm assuming.
Well,
right?
yeah.
With the name
Shel Silverstein.
Is that his real name though, or is that a pen name?
I don't know.
I guess so here's the thing.
No. Why'd you buy denim for Bottega?
Well, they're like carpenter jeans. There's there's a whole. No, it's kind of like
for your hammer.
Yeah, I'm on my workwear shit. No, I liked it's got this triple stitch.
They're not like stiff.
No, and that's part of the reason why I like them.
You could do war in these pretty well.
You think so? I'm pretty okay because I'm pretty mobile. No, I was just like after not like I don't know about you. I was never a denim head, right? Like that was never. I was aware of that, and I had APCs and shit.
APC.
And then I think I got a free pair of remember that like store downtown, maybe still there, 3x1. Where you could kind of like do a bespoke.
What was that guy's name? Johan Lindeberg. He was a fucking weirdo.
No. That was like a Swedish like rocker brand. He wasn't like a denim head. I don't think
he was 3x1.
No.
All right, monologue.
You're confusing him with someone else. 3x1 was started by the guy who did not like Seven for All Mankind, but like another
Scott Morrison.
There you go. And Scott Morrison founded. Ooh, it wasn't. You're right.
Johan Lindeberg was a Swedish designer who did some.
No, he's just like that was like a fake acne type. It's all that shit looks the same.
He looked real creepy.
Well, he's got like a good beard, wore a lot of tank tops. He's kind of like an indie sleaze rocker brand, really was his thing. Anyway, my point is that when I was in the store and I was looking at the 4 pairs of pants available for men at Bottega, and, I had some money burning a hole in my fucking pocket, I was like, you know what? I don't have a dark pair of jeans right now. Not necessarily about it raw denim or whatever, but just like a darker wash. I said, fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. So I got them.
Did anything else tickle your fancy? Tickle your pickle?
Well, the reason we went was that Jenna really wanted to get like another fucking nice bag. Because you and I... Yeah, right? Because you and
Anything at Marnie?
The Marnie selection wasn't great. At least nothing that, for men, would tickle our fancy.
Okay.
It felt so. Marnie's one of the places, and much like Loewe and Bottega, there's real stuff from like these jeans are spring summer 20, I believe, is when they came out. So there's real stuff versus like the Gucci store, the YSL store. It's like mainly clothes created for these outlets.
Celine store, I think, is good for the eyewear selection there.
We didn't go. Some of these places have crazy lines.
Damn.
Like the Gucci line was over an hour to get into
the
Gucci
straight
store.
buses that go,
Yes.
load up on. Folks, and they just go right up there.
I'm not trying to like say anything hateful
here
on
we
pod,
go.
but like you can imagine the very diverse crowd, but a lot
Really?
of people you would expect to be there across the board.
In what way?
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. but some of these places, like for example, the North Face store, hour-long line. Gucci store, hour-long line.
North Face.
But Bottega, ironically enough, just fucking waltz right in.
Nice.
Which is weird because like in our world, we're like, oh my God, Bottega is over. It's saturated. Like no one gives a fuck. Marnie, no one cared. Because I think it's a little bit above these people's pay grade in terms of tastefulness. But
is this the first piece of like actual like fashion you've bought? And
like
their jeans,
like designer clothing?
capital F designer fashion.
That's a good point.
That you bought ever that you haven't like thirst after for free besides Gucci loafers.
Okay, damn.
And besides shit for Jenna.
Yeah,
her Prada headband that she fucking despised.
I guess you and I don't really think about that. We don't really buy designer fashion. Lemaire trousers maybe, but not in many years. I always get that shit.
I guess I'm talking about like the European like houses, right?
Yeah. That's not really in our wheelhouse. I don't really have. Do you own any designer fashion besides Gucci loafers in this beautiful home of yours?
Dries Raff Rick, but like
you own Rick? Oh, you have
from
that
the
sweater
from the Fashion Bros, which I haven't worn in years, and
why don't you sell that?
The Raff sweater. Well, the tag's coming off. The Raff sweater, I've been like wanting to as I've aged.
It's a sterling ruby, right?
As I've pondered my mortality. Yeah, exactly. I've realized that it's like, maybe I should just keep this just like for like posterity for the personal archive.
Does it still? Oh, it's a Raff.
No, it doesn't fit.
It never did. It's a hoodie.
Oh, I have 2 Raff sterling ruby pieces. No, it's not sterling ruby.
Right. It's just that collage that was big at
Fathers, the one that Ronnie Fye came on Fashion Bros. He's like, what the fuck is that? And you're like, it's
well,
Raff's
the father stuff is sterling ruby. I
believe.
It? I think so. Yeah. So maybe you do, dude. That could be worth money. You should just sell it.
I should. It was ungrilled for like a few $100. But it's like,
yeah,
I'll just keep it. And then more Dries than probably the most.
All your printed stuff. You have matching like sets, right?
No, I don't know the shorts. I've been searching for the shorts.
Really?
But yeah, that's it. Like
for a little romp him look.
Exactly. I'll take him to Taylor. Hey, can you sew these together into a onesie? And then was it? It's not Balenciaga. No, I guess it's Dries Van Noten.
Balenciaga store had a long line too. Obviously,
right?
No surprises there.
How's the Gap store doing?
Was there a Gap? I think there is a Gap outlet. It didn't seem like there was
a Gap outlet.
I think there is. Well, there's a J. Crew factory store.
Oh, J. Crew's back, bro.
I don't think. I mean, shit, dude. Well, honestly, I said earlier I was 1 for 2 on Flow Team Thirst. My L. I hit up the homie who does Easy Gap. This is really embarrassing, and I was like, "Yo, man," because I saw the jeans. Speaking of fucking jeans, I was like, "Yo, these jeans look like." like them repoing a pair of 501s. They're made in America. They look, uniquely distressed. I'm like, okay, I could work these into the rotation.
They had a giant dove on the ass.
Yo, bro, congrats to you and the fucking squad. The jeans look amazing. The jeans look fucking spot on perfect. He goes, oh, thanks, dude.
Yo, you and Mike the Ruler are fucking killing it, bro. Yeah. You and Burberry Airy.
How do you know I didn't hit up Mike the Ruler?
I don't think he's a phone. Yeah, no, we're not fucking capital fashion guys. And I was like, yo, even when we get a little fucking bit of paper, even when you're not being declined at the bank for spending $500 at Supreme,
there we go.
It's like,
I'm never gonna live this down.
If you ever got serious money, like, would you want fashion shit? Like, I don't think so, right? You would just get more fucking vintage double knees and more
probably
fake movie t-shirts. Right?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe like some like higher end leather pieces, but I don't want like a Balenciaga leather. I want like a second layer.
You want to look like a fucking like the Shape of Water dude, just all black.
No, I don't want any of that stuff, dude. That Easy Gap stuff, honestly, besides the jeans, which I really like, just looking at clothes like that, it's just like kind of like depressing, bro. I'm not into that whole. It makes me like the extrapolation when I look at that whole lookbook, and this is really how I feel about Balenciaga's whole look. It makes me like, if this is the vision of the future, and I know there's a huge performative dystopian like element at play here, because every outfit is a costume. But to me, it makes me depressed, bro. Yeah. It doesn't bring me any joy looking at this stuff.
Even like more basic, like going back to all black. I'm not a fan of that. Like, there was a moment where I guess it was like, I don't know, like the 90s and like blended to 2000s, where it's like the Comme des Garçons, like New York City, Tokyo, just like goths as well, just the all black.
Like chic.
Shit.
Well, it's supposed to be chic, right?
Exactly. But at this point, it is such, like when there's, and I didn't really see anything because I was flying and like also don't give a shit anymore. But like when you see like photos and videos of like the biggest celebrities in the world, like Migos, Jack Harlow, Yay,
the biggest celebrities in the world, like Jack Harlow,
bro, he's huge. You can't deny it.
A hip hop white boy,
Spicy White, wearing all black. It's just like, yo, like you look, you don't look cool. You look like you're just playing. You look like you're Kanye cosplaying.
Sure. I mean, he definitely owns that look. I mean, that's why even these celebs are dressing that way, to be clear. It's like an extension of what he's doing. But for me, it's
you don't think DJ Khaled wanted to wear the Balenciaga World Food Program, which was like very not... he probably got that at the fucking outlets, bro.
He just looks like shit. His body... I mean, I'm not here to fat shame. It's just like... Because, like, yo, there's like fly...
Supreme was like, wait, 36 waist, M top... DJ Khaled's trying to buy Supreme.
I was gonna say, because there's definitely a ton of fly fat dudes. He just is shaped like a soup dumpling, or it's just not. It's all over the place with him. I don't think he could look at anything. No, I think the black, wearing all black, is that's like a hack to just like not have to. If you're not stylish,
I guess,
and you have no personal style, it's an easy way to like pretend to look like you care. I guess
there's people that like.
But yeah, I'm not a fan.
Their entire personality is just like. Yay, stand-em.
Sure.
That are going to just dress like fucking like Bavarian demons.
Yeah, I'm not
like fairy tale demons, like shadow people. Like,
yeah, if you're gonna do that, you should go the full Cardi route and like go be a raving juggalo. That's kind of cool. At least that's like that has a point of view and a perspective. versus Yay cosplay, paint by numbers,
busting it down sexual style chic.
Yeah, the only problem there is that in that meme that we ran too, which my idea, I thought that was good, was Cardi's dad is not white, so his father couldn't be a quirked up white boy, it'd be a quirked up black boy.
His father, you can't say that.
Yo, shut all the quirked up black boys that listen to fucking throwing fits. What are you talking about? That's normal. That's a type of guy. That's like a black dude into anime. That's a quirked up black boy.
My fear with like with everything going so extremely like kind of avant garde, where it is like actual theatrical. Like,
but real people don't dress this way, by the way.
Well,
on Instagram, maybe
not yet. But like the theatricalness of it, which is like interesting and cool in one perspective, from up to a certain point. But then like my fear is that by going so extreme over here, the pendulum swinging back, where it's just gonna be like, you know what, like it's time to embrace basics again. Like, when was the last time you saw a fucking good Henley?
No, that's not good. You think that would happen, really?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the way it works. Like the further you swing this way, the further it's gonna swing back that way.
Sure.
And there's no like, and this is kind of like goes back to us like never necessarily buying into fashion, even though it's mostly just outcome of just being fucking broke, is that like there's no kind of like more sensible middle ground that is still interesting and progressive and innovative and fun and cool and like has some depth, but it's always just fucking wildly swinging back and forth. So we're going to have the all black trickle down where it's not going to be people wearing fucking stockings and like Joker paint, I don't think, and like huge shoulders. But I think there is going to be that mass effect of that. And then
the rejection
of that is going to be Ryan Gosling in 2011.
Literally dudes in Henleys and scorpion jackets and tight jeans.
I mean, yeah, where it's like, hey, man, you ever seen that photo of Paul Newman on a boat drinking a beer on my favorite mood board, HTTGAP2?
But that's not Henleys and like skinny jeans.
It's like Steve McQueen shit.
Yeah, but that's more okay. Are you criticizing menswear wardrobe classics and staples, or are you criticizing? What are you trying to say here?
On the flight out to LA, I watched Eternals. Pretty good.
What? I watched it last night. I couldn't even finish it. It was the worst thing I've ever seen.
I just it was a refreshing slate wipe of the fucking Marvel bullshit.
Bro, it was the worst script. It was all exposition. People just trying to explain this fucking out of control mythology.
No, there's very little dialogue. It was
what? Did we watch the same movie? You liked Eternals?
Sorry, there was a fucking Asian woman director.
Also, this is
female Asian lead.
Oh, that has nothing to do with it.
Oh, that has a lot to do with it, my friend.
Get out of here. Also, I can't believe people are paying for us to review Eternals.
Maybe it was a good plane movie then. I'll give it that. Because
it's very long.
I'm just sick
I guess you were going to LA.
Yeah, and I fell asleep a few times. I'm just sick of at this point Marvel movies are just only referencing previous Marvel movies. You know what I mean?
Also, this
movie, if I haven't watched this Doctor Who movie, then I don't get this Thor movie. It's that type of shit.
Doctor Strange,
whatever. I love me some Strange,
which is weird because he acts like he gets no pussy.
Nice,
banger from the timeline.
But yeah, it was just a refreshing wiping of the slate. On the way back, I watched
refreshing. Oh my god,
watched Dune.
Right, awesome. Yeah, we've established how good that is.
I definitely fell asleep in theaters for 45 minutes.
Yeah, there's a lot that you missed, I'm sure.
Yeah, all the plot shit.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And then I watched I finished Kill Bill Volume 1 because I started that on the plane right out, and then I watched most of Drive, except for the ending, and the early...
You're talking about the Gosling-sance? The Gossa-sance?
The Gosling vehicle, literally.
Yeah, that was 2011. Okay.
And then Crazy Stupid Love, also 2011.
I like that.
Where he fucking is just a pickup artist.
Yes, 100%.
And I was like... I remember liking these two movies, and I remember liking Ryan Gosling, and he has a good sense of humor, and he seems like a decent fella. But I was like, yo, his fits in Drive, besides the scorpion jacket, his fits in Drive, Henleys, trucker jackets, relatively just basic skinny jeans, a fucking brown belt, and then desert boots or fucking Red Wing boots.
Filson duffel bags.
Exactly. A fucking little penknife, and then his shit in Crazy Stupid Love, where it's guys should wear suits every day.
He's in Zara type suits.
No, he's in Hugo Boss type suits.
Well, same fucking thing, just a little bit more expensive.
Sure. I was like, yo, has Ryan Gosling done more war crimes towards men's fashion, and has the ripple effect of the Gosling-sance of the early 2010s? Is that truly the genocide that we're still feeling the effects of today?
And I would say you're correct from two angles here. Because one, the crazy stupid love, those fits, that is very much like what that viral thread was going around on Twitter.
Oh, Playboy versus Normie.
Yes, exactly.
Well, so there's a moment where Steve Carell's he's drinking at the bar, and he looks over, and Ryan Gosling's talking to two girls, and he's like, gay. Which is quite funny.
Hell yeah.
And then Ryan Gosling looks at him and he's like, hey, what are we doing here? What are we doing? I'm fucking stupid. What are we doing here? He really has a New York Jewish accent. He's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah. Oh, but the schwanz, you're sucking on a schwanz.
Yeah. No one's thinking that. Yes, they are.
When he throws his New Balances away.
He's like, let me ask you this. You want Sparrows? He's always eating. He's like, you want Sparrows? That's a sign of weak. That's a crutch. That's some Brad Pitt shit.
From Oceans, yeah.
Yeah. You want Sparrows? Let me ask you this. You want a frat house? Well, I just got a question for you. You want a frat house? Then why are you wearing New Balances? It's like, oh my god! And then Steve Carell's like,
yeah, those are, to be fair,
they're bad.
Those are bad. Those
are
not
the Jound 990 V3s with Frankie. If you're watching, if you're listening, I haven't texted you yet because I have some fucking dignity here. I'm back on my Ryan Gosling shit here. But you know what the fucking boy needs.
But that's very much that Playboy style, which is just which is an extension of, remember, like peacocking, like, you know, wearing a big fucking.
No, I just remember.
You want to get pussy? Wear a big giant feather boa to the club.
Yeah, but more so than that, it was
conversation starter.
Exactly. It was like, fellas, like, you want to dress like Ryan Gosling? It's like, no, fellas, you need to look like Ryan Gosling to actually wear this shit well. And I just remember that I still feel like that because, bro, oh my god, the style at LAX.
Oh,
on
sure,
the way
yeah,
back,
of course.
Woo.
But Playboy
dude's dressing like fucking Scott. What's his name?
Disick.
The Lord.
Yeah.
I saw one guy wearing tights under shorts.
Like not a gym thing, just like
tights under shorts,
like as a fit,
with 350s, with a butt wipe tee and a denim trucker jacket, and like a sad little pendant chain.
That sounds really bad. But the other side of that Playboy pickup artist adjacent style, which is terrible, those are like the wrong suits to wear, is the Drive look, which also is like based on like his personality, because he's basically like this strong, silent type, like
autistic.
Yeah, basically, right. He's like an avatar for cool autistic guys. Yeah. Like the amount of dudes that
is that the bad guy?
The amount of guys that I never saw.
Does Ryan Gosling have a Brooklyn accent in real life?
Well, that's what people claim because he's Canadian, and they said that he affects this weird accent. That was like another thing that people would criticize him for.
I drive in the movies.
Is that what he sounds like in the movie? I need to rewatch it.
Are you a real human being?
Great soundtrack.
Oh, that's
great
the
soundtrack.
song.
Yeah, thank you. But no, so you have these two. It's almost like
R.I.P. the Chromatics. They broke up.
Did they?
Yeah.
Damn. Well, because Daft Punk is returning.
They are?
I don't know. They put a bunch of stuff on Instagram.
Fucking care.
Chromatics. No, but so it's almost like as a weird incel adjacent internet guy.
You have one of two paths.
You have one of two.
But they both inceldom.
It's more of a horseshoe theory.
It's the illusion of choice.
Unlike your kind of rejection theory, this is more of a horseshoe thing where it's like you could either be a fucking weird, like misogynistic Playboy guy who has no game but like thinks he does because he's wearing a suit and tie, or you could be the overly masculine, silent, autistic weirdo. Both of these looks are getting you zero pussy in 2011 and are definitely getting you no pussy in 2022.
And we're still seeing the effects of this with these fucking dim-witted Midwesterners on Love is Blind.
Yeah.
With this guy Shane that I mentioned earlier, with guys that are like wearing fucking like bright, like loud print shirts and then like a bright blue blazer and like mismatching pants and like terrible
But those
dress
guys
shoes.
are harmless versus the
You
internet hustlepreneur Playboy, like that guy, whatever.
Oh no, it's both. What I'm saying is that you see both these guys.
But I'd rather
in a show like Love is Blind, which is more of a cross section of typical millennial men's America that grew up watching Ryan Gosling, like I want to be just like him.
Well, the craziest thing for me from that thread, the normie versus Playboy thing, and whatever newsletter service, the guy's basically pumping his Patreon, right? What's crazy to me was that the example that he used of like, you know, we took the normie to Playboy is that guy is wearing the like Jerry Lorenzo, Kanye West, but like it's almost like it's it's like bomber, longer tee, shredded. I mean, the jeans were very skinny, shredded tighter jeans, and then Chelsea boots, like and I'm almost like, yo, it's crazy that for a certain type of guy, that look just is hitting.
Your
and
look
like,
just dropped.
No, seriously. Where it's like, holy shit, like, is this us in our like New York media cool guy bubble? Or is that like really like the trickle down where it takes that look
long?
is 5 years old.
Longer.
I don't know. I mean,
it's got 6 or 7.
That's crazy to me.
I mean, go to complex.com/January 2016, and if you want to
and the people criticizing that look, being like, "Oh, you think you're getting girls? You look like a fucking beep, a fucking F word. I can't say it, but for me, it's like that's not really the dunk. The dunk for me is like you are so 2000 and late, bro.
Well, this guy was also like Eurotrash, right? Where he's like,
he? Oh, he's like, I'm a model.
He's like, I'm a European model that just gets mad strange.
Yeah,
unlike the Doctor. In the Marvel cinematic
he is Doctor Strange.
I mean, it's also like a lot of new wealth. It's a lot of the people on TikTok that are dragging us for our well-informed takes and
our good
decades
our good streetwear takes.
Decades of collective knowledge.
Yeah,
and,
our fucking pedigree.
That are, just coming up on Brypto, just coming up on fucking
Bored Apes,
bro.
Which apparently are racist, I guess. You've seen all this stuff?
I saw a tweet where someone with a Bored Ape guy was like, yo, now more than ever, apes got to stand together.
Which is, I believe, a line from Planet of the Apes.
Someone was like, oh, you want to ape shall not screenshot ape. Oh, you want to help out Ukraine? Send crypto. Seriously.
Well, I will say that I feel like
I'm not serious. That person's serious.
No, and I think that I think there are like, and I just know this from like trying to fucking support Palestinians, but I think like there's certain
Thank you, Lawrence.
We did donate all those proceeds from the shorts, but my point is that there are certain like payment processing companies like PayPal, whatever, that make it very difficult to donate to certain causes. And I guess and listen, I'm not out here saying like fucking that crypto is the answer to that, but
Crypto has no borders.
But it does help you skirt around those blockades. Digital.
Are you shilling for crypto right
digital
now?
Blockades? No, I'm not.
Are you on your Matt Damon shit?
No. Do we have to when these new shorts drop? Do we have to donate some money to Ukraine?
We'll see how it goes. I mean,
okay.
Sure, they'll be
yeah,
fine.
you were like, yo, the Ukrainians are killing it, bro.
Yeah,
they took back the airport.
They took back the airport. I mean, the shorts are dropping like a month or two from now. I mean, also they're white, so I'm sure they'll have also it's a whole geopolitical thing.
100%.
It's not just the fucking old order of just like jockeying for spheres of influence in the Middle East at the expense of brown people.
Exactly. This is Europe, baby. People care.
Speaking of people caring about
what's next?
I don't fucking know. We got my desert trip, bro.
Oh yeah,
my desert, my dune.
How was it? You have a good time? You were completely like unplugged, as we said.
Had a great time. I mean, yeah. So all this Yeezy, Gap, Balenciaga stuff, I literally just like
and all the Donda 2 shit. You didn't miss all.
I haven't listened to Donda 2. I didn't watch.
Genius episode 2.
The takes were so like. It's kind of wild. I don't know if you had a vacation where you've been like really kind of like unplugged, relatively, and then you get dropped back into it, and you're just like, it's a bit of a vibe shift, bro.
I use my vacation as a time to really
catch up,
really reconnect with my screen time. Honestly,
I mean, a lot of it was just like I couldn't have my phone outside because it was just too hot. My phone would like overheat.
Sure.
Or like you're in
How's
the
the
pool.
Wi-Fi?
Wi-Fi was fine. Or like you're in the pool and like you just don't have your phone, or you're just on mushrooms or MDMA and you just want to hang out with your friends.
Sure, totally. I get that.
So we kind of talked about this, but I rented this like very sick crib in the middle of the desert, and we kept calling it.
You were the captain of this trip. You like
arranged
everything.
I was the captain. I had to put my captaincy of this podcast on hold and captain this other ship over here, the HMS.
Fucking master and commander over here, dude.
The HMS Molly, the HMS MDMA.
Nice, dude. Title.
And okay, so we kept calling it the Palm Springs trip, but it was actually in the Indio Hills, which isn't even Indio. Indio is like a nice little town that is like in the fucking desert there. Indio Hills are like, it was like
the Hills Have Eyes type shit. Like methed out weirdos.
Methed out. It was Arrakis meets like Breaking Bad, but not like Skinny Pete and Badger, like that level of Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Like where everything is gas station culture.
Oh hell
yeah. Like we're in the gas station, like pissing and like getting some snacks, and it's just a bunch of like white foos that have like big ass shorts and like wall chains,
spicy whites,
and they're like, and they have like 58 or like 64 ounce sodas and they're
energy drinks and shit.
Oh, bang out the wazoo!
I love that.
They're like, I'm gonna top this up, yo. Like that's literally how they talk. It's
nice.
Fucking crazy. With like like Fox racing hats like sideways.
Yeah.
And like Ruka hoodies and shit.
Really white sunglasses, like the color white. Like white Oakleys.
Yeah, like Guy Fieri meth heads.
White G-Shocks, white Oakleys.
Yeah. Like what's up?
Monster energy drink flat brims.
So it was this very nice house up in the hills, but we were surrounded by like junkyards that I thought were junkyards, but were actually homes. Like people just had like mad cars on blocks.
Sure, yeah.
But then you'd see like a fucking trap house with like nothing but like Benzes and Beamers and like Teslas outside.
Okay, so that's where you buy the meth.
That's where you cook up.
Nice.
There were like this one home with like a desert witch sitting out front. It was kind of scary. A friend of mine.
Did you interface with any of these locals besides the gas station?
A friend went for a run. And I told her, I was like, yo, if you make a left and a left, it's like this abandoned road where it's like only mountains to your right and like you don't see.
Sounds dangerous.
She calls her boyfriend. She's like, hey, I'm surrounded by wild dogs.
What?
Pick me up now.
Like she was afraid for her life?
There were like 7 dogs like throwing themselves up against the fence, like barking like crazy. And then 2 or 3 dogs not separated by a fence. They were barking at her. They weren't like charging yet. But she's
they
like
were feeling out the situation,
slowly backing away. They were the prison guards of the fucking imprisoned dogs, and her boyfriend had to go pick her up. She eventually like ran away from them. But then
hope.
on the last day, me and Asher with the big hog, we were like 2 of like 3 or 4 people left on the compound, and we're just like cleaning up, like taking out all the trash. And Asher just goes, "Yo!" And I'm like, "What?" And I like go out to my room, and there's the biggest fucking Doberman I've ever seen. Is just like the demon dogs and Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Is just chilling there, and I'm like, "Ah!" And it starts barking at me, and I had to like bang on the window and like yell at it. And it it had a collar.
Okay.
But we were just like, "Yo, are there just like dogs just like on the property?"
Jesus Christ.
The property itself is pretty crazy. It was 2 separate structures, a gigantic saltwater pool, which is like basically where we spent the whole time.
Yeah. How hot was it?
Pretty hot. Well, I mean, not hot, but like it got hot because you're just in the sun all day. Unfortunately, one of the structures, not the one I was in, was
it really was a
5
compound.
bedrooms with 1 bathroom.
Oh, brutal.
And the bathroom was like
you picked this house though, so you can only criticize yourself.
Yes, but on an Airbnb, they have all these fucking tricks.
Oh,
and,
yeah, of course.
and tricks of the trade to like make you realize like not understand the layout. There's never a blueprint or anything.
So you got a little bit.
A little bit. It ended up being okay, but like basically, if you stayed in certain bedrooms, you had to walk through other bedrooms to like get to the bathroom.
Oh, that's super
Which,
fucking
like,
invasive.
For pooping, there were 2 bathrooms outside. So there's
Like outhouses?
No, like just like on the back side of the house that was just like a toilet and a sink.
You only have yourself to blame on this one, bro.
Yeah.
As the captain of the HMS MDMA.
I got a fucking free gigantic whip. Shout out GMC.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw that. Did you feel, speaking of fucking social media, you felt compelled? Did you have to post or you felt compelled to post?
Felt compelled to post because it was fire. And also it was 8.5 feet tall.
Is that not the best plug?
GMC Yukon AT4 80K MSRP Bose sound system, fucking Sirius XM, everything, bro.
Here's
great.
Here's a little fucking peek behind the fucking curtain for our best
like driving a
friends
boat.
behind the paywall. The best plug is actually not John's. Well, I would say probably best plug is like free vacation and travel and accommodation and stuff.
Yes.
But the car plug, I've always felt like you and I,
as a non-driver,
well,
ever since I saw Ryan Gosling's Drive,
I just always felt like we've never had that access for whatever reason where car companies
live in New York
just want to I see so many fucking lower tier bozo influencers thanking Maserati and Cadillac every fucking fashion week or every time they want to hit the Woodbury Commons premium outlets upstate. We have never until recently been approached where someone's like, "Hey, if you ever want a free car, I would love to hook the boys up." And I'm happy that you took advantage of it because now we're on the fucking right side of history finally. I got to take advantage of that.
A little Throwing Fits road trip up to the outlets.
Or a cabin, dude.
Yeah. Or a little fucking
so we can write our TV
mushroom
show.
trip where, so it was a drug-heavy trip.
Sounds like it.
One of the mushroom strains purchased was called Penis Envy.
Yeah.
Which was like, my friend took 1 cap and there was like face-melting visuals.
Really?
And and he's like an experienced shroomsman.
He's a
like,
boomer.
He's like, yeah, when I was talking to you, like your guys' face were melting and I just had like a stem and a cap.
Did you not have any penis envy yourself?
I didn't have any penis envy. I had a golden teacher.
Why is it called penis envy?
I don't know. And apparently it's like kind of, there's some weird, if you Google penis envy mushroom strain, like you can read about it, there's like weird things around it.
Okay. Weird. Like,
makes
what do you
penis green with
Okay.
envy. 2 friends were, so like, normally, I don't know, I guess you don't have friends, but when I go on trips with
Unnecessary.
friends, the first night is always the craziest, and then it's kind of like, okay, like we try to party the second night, but like
you guys are in your mid-30s.
maybe you go a little softer second night, and then like, oh, third night, like, okay, we go big again. This was first night.
Well, it's about finding a rhythm.
First night we went to bed at 9:30. Second night,
because
like,
of the time difference.
yeah, and also like a lot of us took the 7 a.m. flight where we were up at like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I know. I got a text from you about Supreme.
Yeah.
Before the ass crack at dawn.
It's like that roller coaster meme.
Yeah. Me waking up and then you fucking, or no, me going to bed
home.
and you sending me your fucking proxy order.
Yeah. 2 friends, never shroom and actually this would be a great fucking TV show. So 2
Or
friends,
a Patreon goal.
2 friends they took a lot of both things, the Molly and the mushrooms, and they were
That's
like,
a nice little mixture. I like that.
yeah, actually really like it is
I've
a nice
never
little
mixed
mix.
those two.
It's nice.
Okay.
It's nice. But they took a lot, and they were like, I have to cook. I mean, it was very like adorable and stereotypical. Like, I have to cook food for the people who I love.
Right, sure.
But they were tripping so hard that they couldn't do it, and like,
What were they trying to make?
like a shrimp salad and popovers. Like 2 things
That seems way too complicated to try to cook on shrooms and Molly.
One friend was like, trying to pour like the batter into like a sheet of a cupcakes tins.
Yeah, this is.
And he couldn't. He's like, all I see are like I can't see the black holes of like the cupcake sheet.
What the fuck?
So he's like missing.
So you're just watching this transpire, like as you're just laughing at this, or
I mean, everyone's fucked up because this is like the last big day.
was this a
everyone's
trip
there.
just real quick where you guys were like you were cooking the majority of your own meals versus like going out to eat?
We got in and out one night, and then one night we like a few people were like out to lunch. If they're like on a hike, they would just like get lunch.
Real quick, because I know the audience loves this. Are you an In-N-Out guy or a Shake Shack guy?
Shake Shack.
Yeah, same.
In and Out.
I honestly, bro, overrated.
In and Out's fine.
You got and listen, when we went to LA, we did not get it, and we were fucking doing our little. We were eating tourists.
Ooh,
we did
I
not
went
do
back
it.
to El Russo.
Oh,
Maddie Max's
dude,
spot.
come on! I know you texted us.
So fucking good.
Yeah, just as an excuse to remind Maddie
That
that,
we exist.
you have his number. Did you get what did you get at El Russo? Just real quick. Go to El Russo Taco if you're in LA and you haven't. Jesus fuck. What is it, Silver Lake?
It's in Silver Lake. They weren't at their normal. They were 2 doors down from where we went.
The
It was
car
weird.
wash or whatever.
Yeah, it was weird. They were like we went there and I was like, oh fuck, they're not here today. Fuck.
I'm
Looked
trying
up
to
on their
even
Instagram. They're like, oh, we're actually this address was like 2 doors down.
I'm trying to remember what was the best taco.
I got a steak and chicharron mix.
Oh,
and
the chicharrones. Yes, those were the fucking shit.
But this was steak and chicharron mixed, and then just a chorizo. So fucking fire.
That
And then
shit is fire.
and then I ended up getting a third steak taco.
Right. Okay. Anyway, you got in and out, but mainly you were cooking. That's what
We
you're
were
talking
cooking, and so yeah, it was this last night. Whatever, it was just like 2 people like tripping very heavily on shrooms, trying to cook, and they couldn't cook, and they were both like very upset about it, but they couldn't be upset because like the Molly would like pick them up, and so like
speaking of roller coasters, just a
it
roller
really
coaster of
was. And
emotions
so I mean, no one was hungry anyway because we were all just like
on drugs.
everyone just on something. And yeah, I highly recommend giving your friends a lot of drugs and make them cook you dinner. It was great.
Yeah.
I think there was a dust storm on the last day where it truly felt like I was on fucking Arrakis. Flew home, and now I'm fucking drier than a grandma's pussy. Need to moisturize, bro.
Yes, you do. Okay, that's
Great
the show,
trip though,
right?
Really nice trip. Yeah, that's the show.
I'm gonna go get my haircut.
Go get your haircut. Go take your little photos or whatever. Teddy, you have my number. You know where to fucking find me. We'll see you next week on the only podcast that matters. Real quick, do you like big name guests or industry people? Correct answer, boys only.
No, hold on. No, we're not ending it yet. Get back. Let's talk about this real quick. Perfect ending. All right, fine. Later.